One up, Richard, please.
Commitment, really. Commitment from our guys. To defend 20 odd good ball sets, most of them on your own try line. I thought were just an incredible effort for each other. System-wise, tackle-wise, effort, trying to close them down. Even the try. I'm not sure how it looked. To me, it looked like it squeezed the forward pass out for the first one. And they're a good team. They throw plenty at you. Just a couple of players missing tonight, but they still threw plenty at us. And then to get the double whammy, kick off on the full, and then another try, which were excellent. I thought obviously then that we're going to test our resolve. But a game full of big moments. I think big moments in the game, whether they be brain explosions, good bits of play, tries. But yeah, I thought. Really proud of what our guys have committed to each other in terms of defensive effort. Tonight I thought the defence were just magnificent, really. And we've said for a while if we can concede 2 tries a game, which has been, apart from Saints, that's close to where we've been at. We'll always be with a chance. We know we're going to have to improve as attack. On the back of a big penalty count tonight, on the back of a sizable penalty count. Tremendous spirit and a magnificent effort. Need to get better with the ball at times.
Interesting debut for Rhys Martin, wasn't it?
Yeah, nearly scored with his first touch, and certainly showed what he's capable of. Just a bit surprised, really. I just asked Liam Sutcliffe, why'd you let him kick off? Rhys can kick the ball. He can kick the ball to Alton Bywater from here, and it's a short pitch. I just thought it was a strange decision on our part, but there are things that we can iron out going forward. I think, emphasise well, we've got that spirit towards each other, and commitment towards each other. Some of the other, skill parts of our game are easier to fix them.
Do you feel you're looking forward now rather than backwards?
One game at a time. We've always said we're excited about what we've got left to achieve this year. We spoke about that in the changing room. One win now, people will be saying, but one defeat on the trot. And so, look, one game at a time. We talked about 10 cup finals, we've had 2, we've got the win. Back home next week. Obviously, again, a team what's in and around us. They're just all important. They're all important games, week by week. We're very fortunate that we've got a fit and healthy squad, but for the best part, we've still got some guys coming back, so we're going to get some competition for places. We won't have to push anybody through that's tired or injured. And the boys, credit to them, have got a tremendous, they're very united at the moment, as you can see.
Yeah, as you can see. How close a call was it for Jack Walker to play?
Oh, close. As in, he had a boot on. He had a boot on to protect his ankle. Monday, Tuesday. I got a phone call Wednesday to say he's feeling all right. But by this time, we were all ready running with Ashton in there. And then we put him through team run. We interchanged him in and out with Ashton at team run with the view that his ankle may flare up after it. And he came through and said, no, I'm sweet. So, yeah, miraculous recovery, if I'm quite honest, and one that took me by surprise. Lunty again got through training, but probably just didn't want to change the team. We've got 2 guys coming off a plane to get Rhys in the team. 2 guys coming off a plane. Conrad didn't train all week with an ankle. Obviously Walker, we just felt with Lunty having not trained too much, we probably just didn't need to take that risk. And we also think a couple of guys on there playing on our bench that have done extremely well over the last couple of weeks too. So good position for us to be in at the moment.
Do you think you might hear a bit more about Brad Singleton's challenge on Liam Watts? Have you seen it back?
Now watch it back. Watts he were ready to come off a minute earlier. I didn't know if he was just having a breather, the big fella. But didn't see enough of it. And I saw it on a slow mo replay, which doesn't always give you the best, the best look at it, I guess.
And this is your 4th win in charge. Has it changed your mind at all about taking this on?
Honestly, we just keep talking about one game at a time. And I know you think that that's just a press statement and all this. But I don't want to think about that. I just want to think about next week. I just want to think about getting the same amount of effort, commitment, fixing up some of the stuff we need to fix up, keeping the boys happy, if that makes sense, keeping them on track. Which certainly attitude-wise we seem to be at the moment, and we'll let all that sort of stuff sort itself out. But it's just about next week.
Massive game, Richard, next week, isn't it? You get another one there.
half an hour after final whistle. They're all massive games, mate. They're all. I'd love to think there comes a point in the season where it's not as massive a game. But I've always said we'll be the ones that decide where and how we finish. It's as simple as. I think undoubtedly we've got the talent, the commitment. So we just need to keep that together, and all that other stuff takes care of itself.
There was a lot of emotion among the players at the end. You were right in the middle of it. Were you able to enjoy it just for a couple of minutes? Because I know it's probably been as tough for you as it has been for the players.
Do you know what, Aaron? I'm not playing it down, but because it's sort of an interim position, and it's like I don't feel like my life depends on it. Probably because I'm coaching Leeds at the moment, but it has enabled me to have a really clear head, pressure-free existence in the job. And I guess do what I believe in. Do what I think is right for this team at this moment in time, and not get too swung on emotions or jobs and all that. Probably helps at the point I am in my career and I guess my life really, that if Kevin wants to go out and get a new coach tomorrow, I'm fine with that. If he wants to continue till end of year in this vein, I'm fine with that. I'm quite relaxed about the situation, and I guess that's transmitting into how I'm feeling on a game day, and now we're approaching the week really. So all alright at the moment. Look, one result away and you'll all be having us down for relegation again. So loved this performance tonight from a defensive aspect. We won't be getting too carried away. We're determined to, as I say, chalk up some more as quick as we possibly can.
Did Adam Cuthbertson get a knock?
No, he didn't. A couple of times we felt like getting him back on, but when they got some momentum, we felt we needed Dwyer back on. We've been using Cam for 10 minutes and then moving Cam to back row. Energy-wise, we were pretty good out there, and we were sort of thinking about Cuthball for the last 14-15 minutes. Stoppages in games, tries, and the fact that if we do, the game was so tight. If we get an injury in the last 5 minutes, we didn't want to have to sort of go with 12 men and all that. So I guess the clock ran out really. He's a guy that I shower Cuthball in praise at the moment. He's not had it easy all this year. I've left him out of the team a couple of times, but the way he's playing at the moment is a big help for us. I would have loved to have get him back on Pete, but sometimes the situation just unravels it. It's difficult when you want to keep a sub up your sleeve.